It's interesting because all the years that you've been involved, like we were saying, it's all comes to prepare you for moments, right?
It does.
Life. All the years you've been in this business, there's always new things to learn. Like I personally would love to be in a cabin like David Thoreau, and just sit and just read books all day.
Me too.
So it's like I'm a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
I feel like we are in sense spirit animals.
Absolutely.
I can learn from you.
Absolutely.
What are some of the pieces of advice, the wisdom you'd share with me of like how are you able to put on the business hat? Because at the end of the day, we must accept payment, which is the reflection of the energy, consciousness, the trust an individual has in themselves and us, right? Like, for a long time, I pushed it away. Right. For a long time, I said, I'm doing this for the right reasons. I don't want their money. And I said, where's my robe?
Where's my robe?
Like, dude, like,
that's right.
Like,
that's right.
So how, like, it took me time to figure that out. I don't think I figured it all out. What would you say to me, like an individual that is adding value to so many people? It's like how you conquer that.
Well,
because we care about this stuff. We care about the people.
So here's what I would tell you is that, Jay, if you're not doing what you're doing and you're not doing it with conviction, then you're doing other people a disservice. So when I first started selling, I was not closing. And I hate to use that word, influencing, closing. And I was working for Tony Robbins. We were selling seminar tickets, but I wasn't really selling seminar tickets. I was selling an opportunity to reach your dreams. And so when I wouldn't close them hard enough and I would let them go, I had a guy tell me, he goes, man, do you really believe in what you do? And I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, well, you let them off the hook really easily in your last talk, because we'd have our peers come out and watch us. And he said, he goes, Dan, what if those people that you just let walk out of the room and didn't go to Tony Robbins, what if you knew? What if going to that Tony Robbins program is the one thing they needed to turn their life around? Was the one thing they needed to send their daughter to college? Was the one thing they needed to change their life and keep their marriage together, and you didn't do it? And so that is the thing that really hit me. It's like I'm doing people a disservice by not giving them my true colors and talking to them about what I really want to talk to them about. And that's powerful.
That belief hit you.
Yeah.
And you think like after that paradigm shift.
Yeah, it was a paradigm shift.
Invested more time in even understanding, taking that to the next level.
But I was the same guy, dude. I was the same guy walking into the next meeting, next day. I was the same guy, but my belief system changed. Instead of doing what I was doing, I was still doing the same talk and the same clothes. But my belief was, if I didn't get you to go to this Tony Robbins program, I was doing you a disservice. Wow. So when you told me, when you would say, I don't know, I'm just not sure, I would say, what are you not sure about? And then you would tell me, and I would walk you through it, and I would say, go ahead and sign up today. I don't have the money. How long have you not had the money? Jay, if you don't go, you're not going to have the same money next year at the same time. You got to make some changes. Go ahead. I got to check with my wife. Well, Jay, if you knew your wife, if your wife knew that you're going to earn an extra $20,000 next year, would you want you to go? Of course, sign up, Jay. How about you, sir? I would just go.
Now I got to ask my third girl.
I would start. Yeah, go ahead. You have her on. You have her on speed dial. Let me call her up.
Let me call her.
I would go one by one and start closing the room. My sales went through the roof, but it wasn't any different.
This mentor, was this a mentor within that?
No, dude, it was just a guy that was a guy that I worked with. It was a guy that I worked with that said that to me.
And he just saw something.
Yeah, because I didn't have a background. I mean, I didn't grow up in a sales or entrepreneur environment.
There was 20,000 people in your town. I mean.
Well, my parents were school teachers.
What did they teach?
My dad was a phys ed and a science teacher, and my stepmother was a fourth grade teacher. But we weren't at the dinner table talking about entrepreneurship or business. You know, we were.
Or Nietzsche.
No, hell no. No, but so I mean, I just think it's fascinating that you can do whatever you want to do if you're willing to pay the price and you understand the value of psychology. You have to get that first. You have to get yourself wired first. You got to believe that you can do it, and then you've got to put the pieces together.
So psychology and belief, it's intriguing to me. I'm thinking about you're at the table, or either your parents there. It reminds me, I had a stepbrother who never recognized my alignment with the family. He was taking his own intrapsychic misalignment through the non-empathetic relationship he had with my mother and his father, who they separated when he was growing up, and he never recognized me as a brother. So I was a stepbrother, but a very lonely child. What are some of the things that, well, first, did you have siblings?
We were separated because my parents got a divorce, and then I went to live with my father, and she stayed with my mother. So no, I was an only child.
In that, I saw first it was like food, then it was weights. For a long time, believe it or not, I was pretty much an Adonis. Right? I've lost some muscle. For about 13 years, every day, right? That 5 little dumbbell there, I was the biggest small man you've ever seen in the world.
I gotcha.
So I looked for things externally to fill an intrinsic misalignment or internal and I didn't have the strength. I should have got that right away.
Yeah.
Some of the things you did as a younger man, was it books? Was it